stacking Lego, get your clicks. Get up and get down, it's your Debo Bricks. So we're going to take a look at this new Friends set here. Pretty cool, pretty big, 1,682 pieces. It's Lego Friends Main Street Building, 41704. Now, when you look at this, you're like, it's pretty eclectic for a building, and it is, because each one of these little different colored squares is its own module, and you can switch them around and shuffle them a little bit. They're not all exactly the same height, but they are pretty much the same footprint, except for the corner ones, but even those kind of follow the same formula, so, you can make a couple more if you want and stack them on there, as we'll take a look at later here in the video. Not going to go too much into these characters. Pretty much unremarkable bunch. I mean, there's kind of a diverse range of folks here, which is cool. You're not getting your typical same 5 friends, but Stephanie is here. Of course, we'll take a look at her in a second. We got a salon, we got a grocery store on the ground floor, bookstore that's also kind of, what is that, like a book cafe? They're doing coffee or something up in there. They got some scones. I don't know what's going on. Kind of just, average bedroom. This is a reading room, workroom, study. The thing about each of these is, like, they're supposed to be their own individual apartment, but honestly, they each read as a single room of the house, so they don't really do that great standing alone. You kind of have to get them all together, and it doesn't make any sense to me, really. Maybe it's just the mini doll world, but I mean, there's just not enough for everybody to go around. Like, there's like, what, 1-2 toilets in the thing, and like a single shower, maybe like 2 beds for all these folks that are here. It does have an elevator that you can shuffle around to each part. It does have a wheelchair ramp on it, but it's honestly not secure. I mean, OSHA's gonna have to find out about that thing. The front is pretty nice for the little book cafe. It has a coffee mug coming out of a book, which, I mean, it doesn't sit right on the wall, so you can't really see it too well. There has been some accessibility made, but we'll go into that a little bit further. We got at the front of the market, we've got some produce and baguettes, because you just kind of want your bread sitting on the street for people to wait and buy. A little roof area where you can have a nice little bit of tea. A couple solar panels there on that blue plate, 8x16. It's totally removable. So you can, use that as a roof for another thing when you stack these differently. But I find the color combination that they originally set out, if you're going to do it in this like long format here, works best. So here's our friend Stephanie, back again, new hairpiece. It seems like she's had an awakening lately. She might be a different person now. We also have this skateboarding ramp that fits in conveniently right there next to the fire hydrant. And we'll talk about what that does with the space here. Not that, I mean, it's not a horrible eyesore, but the menu for the cafe, you can move out of the way off that jumper and park the bike, but the rear tire of the bike's on that jumper stud, so I don't think that works that great for the tire. You got some dots elements, some macaroni tiles, adorning the front. It looks okay. It's a pretty crowded sidewalk, though. I mean, there's a whole lot going on there. You see, we got the handicap ramps leading up. So this truck, right? The color's great, looks nice, roomy inside, but it's bulbous, man. Look at these 2 little side things off the cab there. Take them off, it looks decent. Put them back on, it looks bloated. Yeah. So my only grift with that. Otherwise, this is a decent truck. But I would not employ these people for moving. Things just don't get too secure in there, and wobbles around. Next thing you know, you're cleaning up China. This is me scooting it around to make a full-on corner. As you can see, the sidewalks don't quite match up when you do that. So, I mean, it leaves you that option because it's modular with the Technic pins and bricks, but you're gonna have to do some work on it to make it look right. But let's take a look at a very important thing here, because this is all accessible and whatnot, but you got the street lamp that's preventing that from happening. Like you're not getting to the grocery store with the wheelchair. You can barely get into the bookstore as it is. Yeah, I guess you can use that ramp on the front of the skate ramp, but that brings its own problems, Getting into that door is a pain. Moving along the sidewalk, it's just impossible, like instant death. She's going to roll out into traffic and bad things are happening. So I made a couple of pods of my own and put them in there, 3 of them to raise it up a little bit, and then I did some work on the cornice to just, give it a little pizzazz, a little bit of lift. I think it looks all right in the end. Tell me what you think. Get yours today.